Man, it's been a while since I've been on this. Fuck. I've missed it. I've missed her. Alright, just sitting there waiting for Smith, but we'll do a quick review while we go to the gym. So you can see we nearly put 1,200 Ks on it. It's pretty, it's definitely past its broken period. And, there we go. Man, it feels different. I've been on the CF Moto and the Beamer. Man, that exhaust sounds so good. It's definitely the first upgrade you need as soon as you get this bike, which I highly recommend you get this bike. Yeah, so the good things, the bad things, and what I like about it. Definitely, we'll start with the bad, is the riding position is a bit higher. I think, yeah, I think it's a bit, I don't know, it's more of a relaxed position. It feels good, but it's just, yeah, it's probably a bit too high. And I guess it's for people more starting out rather than, you know, and wanting to ride it every day rather than just take it to the track or take it around. Second thing is that, like the torque down low and like the power down low is just so much fun. I think that's maybe a characteristic of the V2 engine, but yeah, you honestly can't beat it. Yeah, so a few things that I changed, obviously exhaust, the quick shifter I had adjusted from factory. It just yeah, it wasn't great and it shifts really rough in a second, but we've seemed to fix that now or made it less noticeable. And the other thing was mostly just just to get it wrapped, because the paint just gets these swirl marks in it straight away. I think I've washed it once and I've already got swirl marks everywhere, so yeah, definitely had to change that. But there's honestly nothing that I absolutely hate about this bike, or that, you know, I'd want to take back or regret buying it for. It's absolutely insane. I think when you buy a Ducati, it's a different feel of bike, and you know, as soon as you get it, you don't want to yeah, you don't want to let it go. Now, would I say it's a beginner bike? More so than the S1K. It's definitely you know, a lot more friendlier. The throttle's more friendly too. There's more play in it, which I don't like. I've actually put you know, 2 spaces in it to make it tighter, and then the tightening of the throttle itself, Ducati did that to sort of, you know, fix it all up. And then comparing these two bikes, the S1K to this, you know, they're two completely different, you know, bikes in my opinion. You know, this one's for the corners and, you know, the fun. You're not going to get that straight speed like you get in the Beamer, but you know, you have more fun. You feel a lot more confident. Like, I haven't rode this in years, and now that I'm like on it and I'm feeling it, it's just, sorry, I was distracted by that cop tapping his head. Yeah, now that I'm like comparing the two, I think, yeah, two completely different things. Sorry, I'm fucking distracted. The power down low obviously is way better. The actual feeling for trying to, you know, understand the bike and what it can do, this you pick up a lot quicker. Yeah, there's a lot more fun you can have with this bike straight away. Where I think with the S1K, you know, you got the break-in period, you got all that sort of stuff that, you know, holds you back. Yeah, I think that's a big one. That's, you know, a bit disappointing for it. So yeah, they're the few takes on the bike and what I think about it. So it's up to you what you want to buy and where you want to go with it. But yeah, I definitely want to suggest, you know, putting your money where you really don't confidently want to be. It's a lot of money to spend. This is 26k, and the other one, or the Beamer's 30. So you got the $4,000 you can save on it. But yeah, very different bikes for very different reasons. Now, would I recommend buying them? So if I had, you know, if I had, let's say 30k, right, and I wanted to buy either bike, I think I'll get the Ducati. You're gonna have a lot more fun on the street with it. You can buy the exhaust for it, which is about 4,800. It's gonna get rid of that initial one. The initial one's rattly and it's disgusting. Like, I don't think anyone has, you know, fun listening to that exhaust. Where this one is, yeah, it's absolutely loud. And is it street legal? No, it's definitely not street legal. It's, you know, way too loud. I think it even says on the exhaust that it's not for road use. But hey, like, if you can get away with it for as long as you can. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna pull us over then. I thought he was gonna pull us over then. As soon as he tapped his head. Yeah. And with Ducati too, they make you, so the Beamer you can shift up and down whenever you want. The Ducati, you can only shift up when your throttle is on and shift down when the throttle is off. Now, I'm not sure if that's like a safety feature or something they've brought in, but it's yeah, it's something to know about before you actually start riding it. Because I started riding it and I had my throttle on, and I rested my foot on the gear lever and I was like, oh fuck, I was like, I wonder if you can shift down, and yeah, you couldn't. Which you know, you shouldn't really be shifting down while your throttle is on anyway, but it's just, yeah, it's just a more of a thing to note, and not, yeah, not expect you can do it, you know. Yeah, so we'll get back to the review of the Ducati. I mean, after getting distracted for I don't know how long. Yeah, so overall, like, you can't pick apart the bike for anything to do with like performance, handling, you know, everything's it's what you pay for, right? You shouldn't expect to spend 26 grand on a bike and you get it, you know, something that underperforms or is a piece of shit. So it's very much its own, and coming from the Ducati brand, I think it's pretty reputable that, you know, you're getting a decent bike or a decent product. Have I looked at anything else besides the S1K and the Ducati V2? Only the Ducati V4 is the only other bike I think I'd want, and then I'd be happy with everything I have. Yeah, I think you can't beat like the rumble of the Ducati and how they sound. Like, it's insane. You know, the bad points on it are very minor. There's nothing to yeah, nothing to bring the bike down at all. So yeah, I hope you know, that's a very rough it's a very rough review, but it's a review based on, you know, what the average rider's going to see as, you know, like, we're not getting into specs, we're not getting into too much, we're just looking at the bike as it is, and yeah, that's it. I've got no words for it. I couldn't be happier with the bike. I'd definitely suggest it, you should get one. There's no words, but just enjoy the sound of the bike and the sunset. Hey, it doesn't get better than this. It actually doesn't get better than this. Just finished a sick gym sesh on the Ducati. Exhaust sounds insane, and the sunset. Temperature's beautiful. These girls in the back. Yeah. 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 Yeah.